Hello galactic survivors and welcome back! I am on my way to take a little trip up to the moon and see if we can find those 3 pieces of the Titan that we saw the last time we were up there. The time for space exploration has come, and I think that I also want to go visit the UCH ship to see if they want to send me on any epic adventures. What the heck? What's this? What is this? A collapsed wormhole. It's pulsing. Is this safe? What is this? Oh my gosh. Well, this is very cool. I have no idea what it is. Oh, hang on, I see something red. There it is, a heat signature. Level 1 heat signature. Unstable chemical tanks. Well, I don't want to fly in there. Unless I might be able to. They don't do anything. It has a foreign core. Can I see the core? I can. Do you think something's going to explode? Hang on, is that thing coming to me? Would seem so. Oh yes! Oh yes, unstable chemical tanks do in fact explode. Okay, there's the red guy. Oh well, that's not too bad. Now I can quickly jump out, I guess. And maybe... Oh, you know what? I don't have my right suit on. I have no idea what that is. That looks like chemicals and coolant and hazardous materials apparently. Ooh. That thing is not coming closer. This is quite cool. Yes, I know, I'm aware of the fact that I forgot my armor. I'm still wearing light armor. Let me go back quickly and go and fix that. You may be approaching the patrol route of a warship belonging to Zyrax Empire. I suggest you keep an eye on your detector pings and use caution in this area. You probably do not want to take on something like that without a capable warship of your own. Okay, and it disappeared. What do you mean I'm approaching the... No, let's not. We just wanted to go check the moon for the Titan. It's easy enough. Locate the forward section. Here it is. I just shot at the drone. Come on. This is it. Stop shooting at me. There we go. Goodbye, drone. Okay, locate the middle section. This is the rear section. And this is the middle section. It was split into 3. Okay, I'm I'm heading to the forward section to see if there's anything left of the warp drive that should have warp coordinates. Okay, cool. The wreckage appears to be unstable and may collapse with minimal prompting. Let me see. Hang on, what is on the radar? No. Like that. I took out one drone. Let's hope that's enough. I guess it's always going to be dark on the moon, right? What do I see? Do I see anybody? Is this place going to be crawling with Zyrax? Doesn't seem so. Where should I park? This doesn't look like the best way to park. That's the entry point. You've reached an entry point in the wreckage. Looks like this leads through the crew quarters towards the warp drive near the bow. Should be a console in the engineering section with the operational logs of the warp drive, which may contain the next planned warp jump for the fleet. Okay. So, somewhere here, I guess? Let's park here. And I'm thinking maybe I should put the shotgun shells on there. Whee! Moon gravity. Let's loot into the strap box while I can. It feels like the Zyrax are going to pop out any second and it's going to be an ambush. There's the engineering section. I think it's on, yeah, I think it's one floor up. And the other thing is I'm so afraid of losing the ship up here because this is an expensive ship. I think that's where we're supposed to go in. And this one also has a core, right? Yes. That makes sense. Okay, that's just the crew quarters. Oh. Very sad little crew quarters. Oh, and that's the outside. Cool. I sort of want to grab this quickly. It seems abandoned. Let's just check every now and again that there isn't a drone sneaking up on us. I'm picking up high radiation levels in the forward engineering section. I don't think I'll want to spend too long in here or I risk glowing in the dark. Okay, well, let's not glow in the dark. Found the console. It appears to be intact, but it's got no power. No surprises there. It's dead. Looks like the power's out completely. The reserves must be drained too. I'll have to run a cable from my suit's power supply to the console, like I did back on the Heidelberg. Let's connect. It's charging. My poor suit. I don't like the look of that warning either. Okay. Wooden logs, financial logs, or system logs. Let's read the wooden logs. I'm updating the warp drive logs to you. I don't feel like reading a technical data readout that won't make a lick of sense to me. I'm no warp technician. I know how to use a warp drive, yes, you press K, but I don't have the slightest clue how one works. Thank you very much. While I'm glad you think highly of my skills, Commander, what makes you think or know how one works? What makes you think I know how one works either? I'm a strategic class AI, not a fleet class AI. I'm not authorized to access or manage the technical systems of a UCH experimental warp drive. So then there's nothing either of us can do with this console? Not necessarily, Commander. I can read the technical logs and the time-stamped events and collate them into a report. The specifications of the warp drive, however, are locked behind several layers of programming blocks in my code. Then how can I construct my own warp drives? Well, whatever you can do, honey, you do you, and put it in my PDA and I'll read it one day. Son of a... I knew that power warning was bad. I just got zapped. That's why I was walking slowly. Hang on. I'm sorry to hear that, Commander. Sometimes I wonder who's the commander around here. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. The engineering console's over there. I just realized I was slow and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was going on. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It's probably over this side, right? People are negotiating for neodymium in the background. And I'm just picking through this ship. Oh my gosh. So it is considerably more difficult now that we can't pull these ships apart anymore, because they in fact have admin cores. I'm just looking for anything that might be hidden. You never know. That red pipe makes me think it's going to explode. Do we need to go up one level? No, we just need to go over one level. In this direction, right? Hang on. No, that's not true. I'm lying. Look like that. There's a blue thing. I saw a... Not the ladder, the steps. I saw a set of steps. There we go. Oh, and I've got 60 neodymium ingots. Haha. Advanced upgrade kit. Things I'm not sure what you do with them yet. Usually you would do the guns with the upgrade kits. I can see it now. It's on the upper level, and it looks like there's still some juice in the battery of this one. It probably woke up when the other console surged. Oh, and I just fell down. How did I not see that there's a big gaping hole there? Access this console. Insert valid UCH personnel keycard into the card reader to proceed. It looks like there's power, but the system seems to be locked. There's a slot here for a keycard, but it looks like I've lucked out. It's empty. Of course it couldn't be that simple. Is there anything you can do? No, Commander. Why did I save you, you useless AI? That console has been disabled until a valid personnel keycard is inserted into the card reader. You may be able to find a keycard in one of the crew's quarters, but it's unlikely that any crew member would have left his keycard in his room. Okay. We just... Oh, I almost fell down there again. A crew... oh my gosh. The Titan carried a crew complement of 168 crew members. I've already been through quite a few rooms. There's a ladder in the middle of... Oh, it's not a ladder. It's a broken piece of thing. I thought it was a ladder. Oh, of course. You see, they've even marked it for us. There it is on the floor! I love it, I can see it. Oh, I love these data pads. I found one of the technician's rooms. There could be a keycard in here somewhere. This looks like a UCH datapad belonging to a technician 49. The battery is dead though, but it's got a keycard in the slot. Take the card. Oh, thank you, J. Harper from the UCH. I'll have no more use for this datapad. Leave the datapad alone. Make sure we don't have moon drones on our ass. We are fine. Engineering console, here we come. You know what? I shouldn't have jumped up. It's down. It's up, it's down, it's all around. Here we go. It's here. Okay, I'm back at the console with an ID card. Time for the moment of truth. If that card is valid, it's a serious breach of UCH protocol. Who cares? Remember to make a note of the card's identification code. I can't remember. I think it was J. Harper. I will play personal logs, if I have to. Final audio log. The coils are fused and the heat sinks panels are starting to fracture. The emergency cooling system is overtaxed and outer hull is starting to buckle from the temperature difference. We've already lost 2 engineers when a thruster on the lower deck burned out the propellant lines. Vaporized them both. Oh, that is, grim. The warp core's damn well gone super critical and there ain't nothing anyone can do to stop it. The chief's gone inside the drive housing to eject it before it blows the ship in half and has ordered the rest of us to the hangar and off the ship. The bastard knows there's no coming back from there. It's a one-way trip. Oops, okay. Hell, it's a war zone outside the ship and knowing my luck, my transport will be the one to get hit. I might as well stay and make sure the core gets purged or else it won't matter for those poor bastards on the transports. Sorry, Melissa, it doesn't look like I'll be making it back. I love you. Oh, that's so sad. He gave his life to make sure everyone else could escape. Yes, Commander. I have finished compiling the warp drive's technical report and it seems that Lieutenant Jack Harper and Lieutenant Commander Alex Lamar stayed behind to ensure that the overloaded warp core was ejected and the rest of the drive was sabotaged. They did not survive. Ah, shame. Alex. He was in a few of my classes in Fleet Academy. We both took the lieutenant's exam together. He was going for chief engineer, while I was going into security. Ah, we are in security. Good to know. Looks like we both got what we wanted. Have you found anything else on the console, Ida? Nothing of relevance, Commander. I can confirm from the records that most of the crew in the forward section evacuated to the hangar and boarded transports to leave the ship in the middle of the combat, after the ship had been disabled. I guess that's our next stop then. Take the key card. Okay, and we already got this one. I guess there isn't much else in here. Okay. I need to just go and keep an eye on my oxygen. I'm thinking this was the best spot to go in. Let's just park closer. There we go. Let's park here. Thrusters off. And there we go. Okay. This is the middle section. Ah, that's quite cool. A little ramp inside. We could have also just gone through this door. Same difference. Can't access these. That's sad. I've reached the hangar section of the Titan. There doesn't appear to be any transports or wreckage of them, so I guess they managed to escape. That seems good at least. Drone check. I'm seeing a couple of consoles in here that could still work. They all appear to be quite badly damaged though. I'll have to check them all. You mean this one? There doesn't appear to be any power. That should be pretty obvious considering the situation. There's a card reader next to the keyboard for a UCH keycard and a slot in the side of the console for an external power cell. With a fuel cell and a keycard, I should be able to activate the console. So let's put... Well, I've stuck the card in. Nothing's happening. It was worth a try. I guess it needs an energy cell after all. Oh my gosh. I remember this. Luckily, look at that. Okay, so let's fuel this thing or power this thing with my little fuel cell. Insert the fuel cell first. The screen of the console lights up. That's good. And then insert the key card. Oh, look! The screen flashes and flickers and then the letters are in different colors. Hangar count 0 of 6. Missing. Ziphos, light transport, count 6. Rapier, light freighter, count 0. Deck crew notes. Rapiers were reassigned to the UCH 004 Kronos due to limited deck space. Okay, and the Ziphos. Oh, that's quite cool. It's 12 seats, 20 standing. And this is just information about them. Oh, flight plan. Oh, there is a registered flight plan. Let's see. One of them had a registered flight plan after all. It could have been one that was already prepared, or the crew might have done it while loading. Let's see what the flight path was. Okay. And it was going to those coordinates. Looks like the crew evacuated to the Kronos. That doesn't really help me since I still have no idea where the Kronos and the rest of the fleet went. The last place to check would be the rear section of the Titan. The Zyrax are watching any part of... Oh, there we go. If the Zyrax are watching any part of the ship, it'll be that one. I'll need to be extra careful. I could be stuck jetpacking home. You get that, Ida? Confirmed, Commander. The rear section of the Titan is where the bridge and system core were housed, so it should have recordings of the battle that left the Titan in the state. The recordings should show what happened to the rest of the fleet. Okay? I'm wondering, is there anything else on here maybe? It doesn't look that way. It seems to be in a very, very bad shape. Okay, so my suspicions were correct then in that the Zyrax are going to ambush us. It's just not when I thought it would be. I would like to have been able to see. Because if this is an ambush, I don't want to just rush in and have a bunch of Zyrax spawn on me. It seems okay. I see shiny things. So it feels like if we go in here, they might actually spawn an ambush on us. Okay, raid some lockers, dig through the trash, you know, the usual. I did notice you rummaging through Sergeant Pallen's pockets back at the Heidelberg. I recommend searching for the server console. It should be located above the generator room. There's nothing for you to steal there that isn't bolted down. Oh my gosh. Okay. So make sure no moon drones on me right now. Server console is up here. Let's turn off the thrusters. Let's just double check. How do you get in here, do you think? Maybe up to the server console via jetpack? Hang on, let the jetpack charge up. Is this the server console? Yes, it is. Looks like it's already got a key card in it and the reserve power indicator is lit up. Hang on, console. I feel like even if we rummage this whole place, even if we go through everything, it feels like we might not be able to get much. I don't think that we're going to have a great time with loot in here. I don't see anything. Which doesn't mean much because even if I don't see it, it doesn't mean that it's not there. It does have a perish time. Let's put that in the fridge. Like that. I almost kind of feel like that little looting conversation prompt is almost telling you that you need to find something, or that you need to loot the place, or maybe it just, you know what, maybe it just alludes to what we basically all do: get to a POI and pull it apart, take everything that isn't bolted down. Oh, I'm a UCH personnel. I should be able to use their oxygen station. This is a very pretty ship. I almost missed that. This is the medical bay. I think that's where we were just now. Yes. Yes, this is where we came from. Okay, so back to this console. Let's get on with this. Okay, so welcome back, Tech O2 Clio Muse. Oh, connection lost. No response from Aida. No response from Bridge. You have 5 unread messages. Reply, good luck with the launch tomorrow. Melpy, call me when you get back, sis. Valley Cars, extended warranty. Spam. Captain Mercer, to all. Evac procedure. Alex Lamar. Reply, who keeps rewriting the story? This isn't what I'm looking for. Where's the flight data and the connections with the rest of the fleet? Okay, unable to connect to Kronos. Commander, you'd better stop that. We won't be able to get anything out of any of the Titan system if it completes. Okay. I have no idea how to stop it. I will instruct you, Commander. You'll need to remove the cover of the console, pull out the optronic bridge in slot 25H, and connect your suit's data cable into the diagnostics port next to the slot. Alright, you're the boss. Okay, I've hooked my console up to my suit. What should I do with this optronic bridge? Can I keep it? The system doesn't require it anymore, so I guess it makes no difference now. I've convinced the system that I am Aida. A-I-D-A. And that the disconnection from the fleet was due to the removal of the optronic bridge. Most of the ship's data is corrupted, missing or isolated in the RAM of individual consoles. However, I would like you to look at the screen as I access the personnel records. Displaying personnel records for Operation Phoenix. Okay, and this is where everybody was stationed. Searching personnel files for Commander Serakai. No matches found. Wait, what? What the hell does that mean? I don't exist? I do not know. It's possible that your personnel file was corrupted or lost. You may have been stationed on Apollo Station and not part of the exploration fleet. It's even possible that you were sent by UCH Command more recently, which would explain the time difference. Maybe for you, but the date I remember before waking up in that escape pod was the 12th of July 2143, the day before the fleet was scheduled to leave. So there's still no answer as to how I got here and still no leads on where the rest of the fleet went. The bridge consoles will likely have saved the fleet's heading if they were still operational at the time of the crash. The files on them will be heavily encrypted, and I will not be able to access or transmit them until they're decrypted, which may take some time. More than usual, since Relay 451 will be moving out of observational range soon. So what will that mean? It means that I will be unable to see if or when any of the Zyrax bases on the moon send an attack force. I will be limited to reading transmissions from other observation sites and from the Zyrax's own transmissions. There will of course be a delay, possibly of several minutes if I need to decrypt military transmissions. Oh my gosh! It'll be several hours before an accessible satellite comes into line of sight range of your location, Commander. Exercise caution. Thank you, don't I always? Oh my gosh. Bridge systems usually require two-factor authentication. I should be able to use the server keycard and the text keycard to access the bridge. Do I still have both on me? I do indeed. I hope we don't need that optronic bridge later. Let's make sure nothing has happened yet. I am thinking that... I hate elevators. They always make me sick. I'm thinking that the Zyrax are most likely going to attack us. That's just going to happen. So I hope we don't lose this little ship of ours. This is a strange little floor. There's nothing on it. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is the only console on the bridge with an active power supply. It is also in bad condition and has taken some serious damage like everything else on the ship. Let's examine the console. This console has a pair of card slots for authorization as expected. It shouldn't be a problem since I have 2 key cards already. The other problem is that it looks like something blew a hole clean through the back of the console. The damage isn't too bad. I should be able to fix it with 10 electronics, 3 optical fiber and 1 computer. Okay, 10 electronics, 3 optical fiber, 1 computer. Let's see. I don't think I have those, but let's see if I can make them. Is there a chance that we might be able to find them in loot? Where was that little blue chest? When we came in, I saw one. I think it's somewhere close to, oops. Somewhere close to where my ship is parked. Aha! Oh, look at this! Oh yay! An alien container! Oh, that's not bad. I am absolutely keeping that. Thank you. Oh wow! It's good to know that there is actually loot here. It's not a lot, and it's cool that it's not a lot, but still. Oh, look how beautiful that is. You know what? Let's grab some of this. All of these little resource rocks. I'm not sure how much I have. I'm sure that F1 is going to tell me exactly what we need. No, it does not. Damn it. And some beer. We missed out on the party. Now we know why the ship crashed. Because they were all having a party inside the ship instead of looking where they were going. What is that? Everything is so strange and new. I still haven't managed to navigate to where that blue chest is. I know there's probably nothing in there, but I am very curious to know what, if anything, is in there. 5 pieces of aluminium. And some cobalt ore. Oh. So if you are starting out, which basically, well, you are if you are still doing this mission, I guess, you do get quite a bit of useful loot. I just need to remember how I got here. It's very sad and epic music. There it is. That's the one. I can't crouch. I can't damage this, can I? No. Can I damage that? No, I cannot. You mean to tell me that I can't get there? Well, that's oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted to know. If I can get to this corridor below, hang on. Can I get there? Oh, hang on, hang on. No! I can't get through there. Are these shootable? If I can just shoot one of them out. Is this shootable? Not at all? No, man. It's fine. Keep your... Oh, no. Hang on. No. Don't keep your secrets. Give your secrets to me. There we go. Okay. Where was the bridge console again? Hang on. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. It's like a vent right up here. Okay, let's go to this side. You see, that does tell you to loot. So if you take your time and you pick this apart, you do find some really cool loot bits and bobs. There we go, back to here. Oh, on top of the thrusters. And the thrusters seem to still be on. Let's go see what this console wanted. Hang on. Is that the one that it's probably the one that we already looted. But just in case. No, it isn't. That is very nice. Okay, so being the loot goblin is absolutely worth it. It needs what again? 10 electronic, 3 optical fiber, 1 computer. Find the console, fix the console, repair it. There we go. You carefully replace the damaged cables and circuit boards with their replacements. Hopefully none of the damage is to the console's local storage device. Okay, start in safe mode. Yes, please go. Yeah, sure. Start in safe mode. Oh right, I should stick the key cards in the slots, obviously. Starting in safe mode. Unlocking console restrictions. That's good. Commander, I can now access the command console system. The files on this terminal are encrypted and cannot be read or transmitted remotely until they've been unlocked. The content of the files should still be readable from the terminal. Please verify that the relevant files are stored on the terminal, Commander. Okay, access fleet data connection. This file is encrypted or corrupted. Oh, good. Ira, can you see this? The fleet connection data is either encrypted or corrupted. I thought that I'd be able to read the files even with this terminal while it was encrypted. Doesn't seem to be the case here. I cannot access the display of the console, Commander. I can only access the raw encrypted data, which I'm still in the process of decrypting. I would guess that the file is either corrupted or the drive storing the file is one of the ones destroyed. Try one of the other directories, Commander. Well, combat logs. Okay, awesome. Captain Lydia Mercer. Captain's log 2572021. The Titan is disabled. As the lead ship, it took the brunt of the prolonged, uncontrolled jump through the wormhole. As a result, the entire drive system, including the warp drive, has overheated to the point that the cooling systems can't keep up with it. Oh! An unknown alien fleet is approaching at combat speed and is ignoring all attempts at communication. Their ships clearly outclass and outnumber ours 2-1. It looks like this'll be the end of the Titan's maiden voyage. The decision's been made. We'll use the ship as a shield to draw the enemy's fire while the rest of the fleet withdraws. Oh my gosh. I've given the order for the crew to get to the transports and head to the Kronos or whatever ship will take them. I'll board the last ship out after I make sure everyone else is out first. Going down with the ship is romantic and all, but it's one of those things I'd rather not do today. It takes the burden of command off my shoulders when everything's laid out before the first shot is even fired. Oh. You watch the approach of the Zyrax fleet and the engagement of the UCH fleet on the ship's combat record logs. The last transport leaves the crippled and heavily damaged Titan as it begins its descent towards the moon. The last transport changes course and enters the hangar of the MS Titan's sister ship, the UCH Rhea. Moments later, the 2 remaining UCH ships achieve warp speed and vanish. Ida, I just watched the video recording of the fleet's warp out of the system of 2 ships. Do you think that you could calculate their destination by the speed and angle of the ships before they warped to figure out where they went? It's possible, Commander. I will need the file from the ship's computer before I can provide a definitive answer, though. But what is it? My apologies, Commander. I failed to detect the launch of Zyrax forces from the nearby facilities. They cut all external transmissions to ensure they wouldn't be intercepted. I'm detecting a pair of heavy bombers that just launched. A light transport carrying a squad of dozen troopers reached your location 3 minutes ago. They may very well be on your position at any moment. Oh, good. How long until you're done with the files? Several more minutes. Good. I recommend removing the keycards as a precaution, Commander. Oh no, they're stuck. Screw it. I don't have time for this. They'll have to stay there until I come back and leave the console. Okay. So, let's do this. Nya, 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 nya. Can I shoot at them? Oh. Hang on, that is my little... I can't see them very well. It's super dark. I can't see. Okay. Still someone on the ground shooting at me. Can we kill these bombers, maybe? Okay, so one bomber is down. Okay, there we go. I've taken out the bombers, Ida. I didn't seem like they were actually trying to destroy the Titan. Okay. I think let's see if we can loot anything from here. Wow, it's super dark. And now it's not so dark anymore. What happened? Oh, now it's dark again. I just had the fright of my life. Okay. Not only have we lost our lead on the fleet's heading, the information has fallen into the enemy's hands. We couldn't have screwed this up better. The files are heavily encrypted and will take time for the Zyrax to make use of them. We still have a chance to retrieve them before they're decrypted and transmitted. Okay. The safety of the fleet lies in our hands, Ida. Let's not screw it up this time. Chapter 6. Hostile Apparatus. The plan to retrieve the secure logs of the crashed Titan failed when a Zyrax stealth team invaded the wreckage under the guise of an attack. Now, with the precious data that could lead to the location of the UC fleet's survivors in the hands of the enemy, the only hope left is to invade the communication station and steal back the data before they can decrypt it. Okay, that's going to be fun. And there we have it. The Zyrax have stolen the precious data that we were meant to recover. But no worries, we will have our revenge. First, however, I need to do some exploration and help gather some more resources so that we can build a fleet of ships for our faction. If you liked following my little mission in uncovering the Titan's history and maybe want to see more, consider subscribing. Maybe hit that like button and remember to ring the bell so that you will be notified when the next episode of my space adventure in Reforged Eden 2 is uploaded. Until next time, tot ziens en lekker speel!